Hello everyone, this is Trains of New York State, also known as Metro North 203 Productions. Today, we're going to be talking about the MTA's renovation program, the Enhanced Station Initiatives. The Enhanced Station Initiative was from the 2015 to 2019 Capital Plan, which uses modern components and station improvements at a time. Those stations that are numbers of 33 stations in all 5 boroughs in subways will undergo a complete overhaul and will be closed for up to 6 months. The 30 original subway stations cost about $881 million. The 2 Penn Station stops will be rebuilt for $40 million. The Richmond Valley will be $15 million too. 5 stations on the Metro North and 16 stations were proposed for several phases, which complete in a few years ago. The components for the Enhanced Station Initiatives, the modern ones, includes cellular service, Wi-Fi, charging stations for USB, the interactive service, advisories and maps for interactive services, improved signage, strip maps for the subway routes, subway countdown clocks, service alerts, on-the-go informational dashboards, neighborhoods and maps, new art, improved station lighting, cables and conduits, glass barriers, and new tiled floors that are easy to clean. That includes the concrete repairs, new platform edges, waterproofing, tile patching for the tactile warning strips, and steel repairs for structural services that are in a good repair. Amenities included next train countdown clocks and wayfinding maps to the exterior of each entrance, vending machines for Metro cards, agent booths to the mezzanine, and next train informational and services notice at the platform level, which will be improved for the MTA. The problems for this Enhanced Station Initiatives is that they don't have accessibility yet, which some of them do and some of them renovate in progress because they need disability rights. What's good about this is that some stations renovate in progress, and what stations will improve accessibility for the Enhanced Station and the old stations. Unlike the old stations, which uses older components, the Enhanced Station Initiative's modern components is much improved to the subway system, which protected from hazard weather and other new improved interactive services and signages that make it improve with digital screens to see it better. Let's start with the stations. The packages are for the stations. Let's talk about the packages which allow to renovate 3 to 5 stations in a given area simultaneously. The first package is in the Brooklyn, which were completed in 23 months in 2019, which was about 6 or 5 years ago. The first package is in the Brooklyn area, which is the Prospect Avenue for the R train, the 53rd Street, and the Bay Ridge Avenue. The second package is for the Queens area, which is in the Overworld area, which is going to be 30th Avenue, Broadway, 36th Avenue, and 39th Avenue stations. The third package is in the IND 8th Avenue line, which is starting at 163rd Street, Amsterdam Avenue, Cathedral Parkway, 110th Street, 86th Street, and 72nd Street. Now the Penn Station for each subway was proposed to get the Enhanced Station Initiatives because it's completed in sometime in 2019 and were closed between July and December 2018 and were completed in 2019 to improve the Penn Station access with the Broadway 7th Avenue line and the 8th Avenue line to improve the entrances and other modern components for each subway station in the Penn Station area, or for accessibility and improved service. The next package is going to be other Manhattan stations in the Broadway 7th Avenue line and the Lexington Avenue and the 6th Avenue line, which is at 57th Street for the F train, 23rd Street for the F train, the 28th Street for the 6th train, and the next package from the Upper Manhattan and the Southwest Bronx, which is the 145th Street for 3 trains, the 167th Street for the B and D trains in the Bronx, and 174th and 175th Streets to the B and D trains also. Those stations are done 23 months and were improved in good condition. Now we're talking about the Staten Island railway stations. One of them is Richmond Valley, and the other one is Arthur Kill. Now the Arthur Kill station from the Staten Island Railway is newer and were completed in about 2020 or 2021 or something, because it has improved enhanced station initiatives and accessibility upgrades and modern components. But the thing about these stations for Staten Island Railway is included steel benches rather than wooden benches, because steel benches only improve for accessibility of elevators or something, and maybe some cool modernized features that go onto Arthur Kill Station. To be assigned there, and will need some improvements since Staten Island Railway has a new station since 2021 or 2019, possibly. But it's in 2021, which is good. Moving on. Now we're going to talk about these stations that don't have enhanced station initiatives. These stations were deferred to the 2020 to 2024 capital program due to lack of funding, which they don't have time to do it, which has lack of money, lack of funding, and lack of improving the subway system, which makes it even upsetting. The first package of the 5th package of the stations after the first 4 packages. The 5th package for the proposed program will need some possibilities. The Brooklyn side, which they will start renovating the enhanced station initiative soon, is Flushing Avenue on the G train, Classen Avenue on the G train, Van Cyclen Avenue on the C train, Kingston Throop Avenue on the C train, and Clinton Washington Avenues on the C train. The 6th package for the Bronx is the 3rd Avenue, 138th Street, the Brook Avenue, Hunts Point Avenue, Westchester Square, East Tremont Avenue Station, and Pelham Parkway for the 5 train. Now, East 149th Street was also added, but due to Wikipedia saying that this is fake, it's fake news that East 149th Street is wrong to have enhanced station initiatives. Because of this was proposed by others predicting it, that might be complicated. Next up, we have the last package, the 7th package, which is in the Queens area. We have Northern Boulevard, 67th Avenue, and Parsons Boulevard. Sad to see those stations have not renovated yet, but they're still old and ancient, and will have some antique-styled stations for older fans. Moving on to the Long Island Railroad, which has 16 stations for enhanced station initiatives. Today, we're going to be talking about the Long Island Railroad now. The Phase 1 for the Long Island Railroad, which completed in 2019 for the improvements of the Long Island Railroad system, is Deer Park, Merrick, Stony Brook, Brentwood, Syosset, East Hampton, Belmore, and Farmingdale. The Phase 2 is Great Neck, Bayside, Northport, Valley Stream, Ronkonkoma, and Baldwin. There are also the works that improve like Stewart Manor and Port Jefferson that are completed in the future. The two new stations that are improved in 2021 or 2020, which is going to be the Carl Place and Elmont UBS Arena to improve the service to the Belmont Park branch. Now the Elmont UBS Arena is improved and renovated like the Arthur Kill Staten Island Railway Station. It is complete modern and has improvements for enhanced initiatives. Like the Carl Place Station, it has might well do the same. Might well do the same, but different components. Sorry about that. For the other stations in the Long Island Railroad and Staten Island Railway, it is currently unknown if other stations will do that. Next, and finally, we're going to be talking about the Metro-North Railroad stations, which were enhanced station initiatives in 2019 to 2021. First up is the Riverdale Station. The station has a newer canopy entrance, newer totem poles, newer seats, new leaning benches, and newer lampposts, which are greener and more reliable. But the problem about this is they kept their old components, the old elevators, the old overpass, and some other replacements. They have repainted trash bins too. It is currently unknown if Riverdale Station will be fully enhanced station initiatives with an updated canopy, newer lampposts, new platforms, new elevators, new overpass that will keep the enhanced components too, and ticket machines. Because if they renovate the Riverdale Station with newer components, that will be nice to see the updated and modernized Riverdale Station of the Hudson Line. Next is Portchester Station. It was completed in June 2019. Like the Riverdale Station completed in 2018, the Portchester will be in 2019. The first station to be completed in 2019, the Riverdale first in 2018. The Portchester Station, like the Riverdale Station, has complete of sort similar to the entrances. We have similar entrances, but repainted into black poles that holds the canopy. They included repainted black holders for the seats and have updated wood and black steel seats. The trash bins are repainted into green for purposes. They have newer railings but kept the green aluminum railings for some reasons. It also has one elevator and have no overpass. The other side has a ramp. And the other side of the Portchester, they still have two black mesh benches that they will be replaced with other seats in the future. and still have old components like the Riverdale does. But the improving is that they will have newer black railings, newer canopies, an overpass, new ticket machines, and newer amenities and components that will replace the existing Portchester station to a modernized Portchester in the future, for my prediction. Moving on. Next up is Harlem 125th Street, which is the popular station in the Metro-North Railroad. Some believed is the third station to be completed, with some newer seats, new leaning benches, new repainted trash bins, and some improved entrances to the station building and newer bathrooms and ticket machines that will go to improve the enhanced accessibility and service for the initiatives of Metro-North. However, they haven't replaced the old canopy yet since it was from 1996 or 1990s. They replaced the stairs, but haven't replaced the old canopy yet, because I think the prediction will replace the current canopy into the new canopy, but will keep some art too. We will keep the art of the station, but we will not replace it. It's just that my prediction will improve the Harlem 125th Street station with newer components, newer amenities, and newer to upgrade the fully enhanced station initiatives of Harlem. Next is Crestwood, which is much like similar to the Riverdale and Portchester stations. For the Crestwood station, it has two new entrance canopies with two gray railings, and they don't have newer seats yet for the platforms, but they do in the overpass. They haven't upgraded the elevators yet, and they haven't renovated the entire canopy yet, and they haven't repainted the trash bins yet. But they still have older stuff from the 1980s. What's good about this is that they improved the overpass, they have newer entrances and accessibility, and maybe to have the 2025 to 2029 capital plan that these Crestwood stations will be rehabilitated to enhance station initiatives for fully components and modernized, along with Fleetwood, Bronxville, Tuckahoe, Scarsdale, and Hartsdale stations. Oh, about the Harlem 125th Street station, it also plans to improve elevators as well. And Crestwood too. And sorry about the inconveniences. Let's move on to the final station, which is White Plains Station. Now this station has been fully renovated with enhanced station initiatives and modernized structural statistics. This White Plains Station has expanded in entrance canopy, new canopies, new railings, newer components, new clocks, new seats, new benches, new platforms, new lighting, and improved inside of the station building, which is very nice, which completed in 2021 to take about 2 or 3 years to complete it. Now this station will be in good condition because it is modernized to improve White Plains Station for all passengers. The bonus one is Port Jervis Station. Like the west of Hudson Station in the Port Jervis area, just like the White Plains Station, the Port Jervis Station is similar but has one canopy and platform only. It has one canopy with an entrance signage, a hanging signage for Port Jervis, new railings, new art, new shelters, and other stuff. Maybe Riverdale, Portchester, Harlem, and Crestwood will need new shelters as well to improve the shelter business for enhancements of the Metro North Station program. It includes new seating, but they still have green repainted trash bins. But it's good that Port Jervis has the first station in the west of Hudson to include enhancements. Now the proposed Yonkers and Southeast stations are added to the plan, but the fake news for this Yonkers, someone added that Yonkers will be rehabilitated since it was renovated in 2004 and is still in perfect condition. Because some people think Yonkers will be next to be rehabilitated with enhanced station initiatives and renovated components, like White Plains does. And same thing goes with Southeast. Southeast will likely do the same like the White Plains project. It includes some newer components and lighting and other updated improvements for elevators too. Elevators will also be improved in Yonkers from now on, as they predicted that these stations are going to be renovated, but due to the pandemic, is on hold. But don't worry, you'll still see the older components before it got renovated soon. Now for the 3 stations now that will be renovated with enhanced station initiatives and elevators. That is the Botanical Garden, the Williamsbridge, and the Woodlawn stations for the Harlem line. They include some new elevators and some newer components that will improve the efficiency of the Harlem line. This is expected to be completed in 2027. For the Penn Station access, we'll talk about that later. For the Woodlawn, Williamsbridge, and Botanical Garden, they will construct soon. And for the bonus pictures is about the Hunts Point, Morris Park, Parkchester, Van Nest, and Co-op City stations. Those stations are planned to have enhanced station initiatives because they are newer and modernized to each the New Haven Line station. Like this will complete in 2027 to improve the New Haven Line to Penn Station expansion and other railways too. Any updates for the enhanced station initiatives? Just think about which station will get the next to have enhanced station initiatives. For some old stations, for example, that will be renovated, and some will need more money to complete the renovations with enhanced station initiatives, but with elevators and ramps. Anyways, that's all today. This is Metro North 203 Productions, signing off. Peace.